गुरुभ्यो नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। शुक्लां भरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्याये सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। व्यासम् अष्टनप्तारं शक्ते पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे जगदातं तपोनिधिं। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधे वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। Previously, we're looking at Kauravas and Pandavas, them reaching Kurukshetra, and then Balarama comes, and then he, after delivering his message, he leaves Kurukshetra for Tirthayatra near Saraswati river banks. So he decides to go there, and then we look at what happens after that. So at the same time, around that time, to the Pandava camp, Bhishmaka's son Rukmi comes there. Okay, so Bhishmaka, who was known as Hiranyaroman, he was friend of Indra, and he was among Bhojas. He was the king among Bhojas, and Rukmi was again he was a student with someone known as Drona and a Kimpurusha by the name of Drona, and in Gandhamadana. And he has learnt all the science of weapons and everything from Drona. And he was from Drona, he had obtained a bow named Vijaya. And that Vijaya previously belonged to Indra himself, and which is equal to Gandiva, Dhanush, which Arjuna holds, and also Krishna's Saranga bow. So three great bows mentioned here: Vijaya, which Rukmi holds, Gandiva by Arjuna, and Saranga by Krishna. So there were three of these bows. Gandiva was originally owned by Varuna, and Vijaya was owned by Indra, and Saranga by Vishnu himself. Saranga again is capable of killing all the enemies and invincible. That is held by Krishna. And Gandiva, we already know that it held by Arjuna. Agni gave when during Kandava sacrifice, Kandava fire, sacrifice burning of Kandava, at that time it was given to Arjuna. And Vijaya was obtained by Rukmi through Drona. Now, during the defeat of Mura and killing of his bite and baffling during the killing of Naraka, who was the son of Prithvi, Krishna, what he did was he recovered the earrings of Aditi, because Aditi's earring was kidnapped by Naraka, and Krishna went there with Satyabhama. And because Naraka had a boon, okay, because he was Prithvi's son, he had a boon from Prithvi saying only if, Vishnu had promised to Prithvi that he will kill Naraka only if she permits. Okay, she gives blessing. Okay, so like that, so the story goes like that. And Krishna, that's why, took Satyabhama with him to face Naraka. And Naraka had stolen Aditi's earrings, and to recover that, he went there. And during the fight, Krishna could not kill him because he had made that promise to Prithvi. So because of that, what he did was Naraka released a weapon that hurt Krishna. And seeing that, Satyabhama became very angry, and she said, kill him. Okay, so Satyabhama is again incarnation of Prithvi. So she gave that permission. After that, Naraka was killed by Krishna. Okay, so And at that time, he released 16,000 girls who were held captive by Naraka, and Krishna married all of them. So, and from there, he obtained that bow called Saranga. And then Rukmi got this Vijaya bow, and holding that Vijaya bow, he came to Pandava's camp. And again, previously, Rukmi was defeated, and Rukmi had a battle with Krishna as well when Rukmi's sister Rukmini was kidnapped or taken away by Krishna, right? So when Krishna took her, Rukmi came and they had a battle, and he was defeated at that time by Krishna. So that's why. So again, this Rukmi comes to Pandava's place with a large army. So he comes there. He comes and he asks Arjuna and Yudhishthira and everyone. Once he comes again, he was offered all the upacharas and everything. And after being seated, he tells Arjuna that if you are afraid, I am here to give you my assistance in the Kurukshetra battle. Okay, I will give you that assistance, which is you will be unbearable to your enemies with my help, and there is no man in the world equal to my strength. So I will kill all your enemies, and I will give you that victory to you. So after killing all of them, Bhishma, Drona, Kripa, Karna, anybody that comes from the other side, I will kill all of them. So let everybody on the earth, if they face me, then also I will defeat them, and I will give you all the earth entire win. Whatever I win, I will give you that to you. And he says that to Arjuna, and having said that, in presence of Yudhishthira and Krishna and everybody, he sits there and looking at Krishna and Arjuna, what they are going to say. And Arjuna looking at Krishna and also Yudhishthira, he says that I'm born in Kuru's race, especially Pandu's son, and I have Drona as my guru and Vasudeva Krishna as my ally. So again, I have a bow called Gandiva. So how can I be afraid? With all this around me, how can I be afraid? Again, I have in the battles defeated Gandharvas, the Rakshasas, Nivatakavachas, and Kalakeyas. I defeated all of them. And in Kandava forest, I burnt that for Agni. In Virata city, in the Virata battle, I defeated all the Kurus on my own, single-handedly. So how can I be? Again, I had battles with Rudra himself, Shiva himself, and I pleased Rudra, Indra, Kubera, Yama, Varuna, Agni, Kripacharya, Drona, Krishna, everybody. So all of them, whatever the weapons they have, all those celestial weapons, I know them as well, and they are in my Gandiva. And also I have these inexhaustible arrows as well in my. So how can I be afraid of anybody? So that's why I'm not afraid, nor I need any assistance from you. Therefore, you go or stay if you want to stay here. So if you want to go, because I don't need your assistance, if you want to go, you can go. Otherwise, if you want to stay, and you can stay here, if that's one. And hearing this, Rukmi leaves that place and he goes to Duryodhana. And there also he says the same thing. Okay. And he says, if you're afraid, take my help. I will defeat everybody on the other side. So Duryodhana, again, he was very proud of his own strength and whom he had in his side. So he also says that he does not need any help from Rukmi. So hearing this, Rukmi then withdraws from Kurukshetra battle. So we have two people that's withdrawing from the battle. One is Balarama, another one is Rukmi. So both of them do not take part in this battle. So after this, Janameja listening to this, he asks Vaishampayana, so after the soldiers and everybody has come, what did Kauravas do? What did they do at that time? And Vaishampayana start narrating. Dhritarashtra calls Sanjaya and he asks Sanjaya, tell me in detail what happened in the Kurus and Pandavas camp, because Dhritarashtra at this time he is in Hastinapura and Kurus and Pandavas are in Kurukshetra, right? So we will come to know how Sanjay knows all about this a little bit later. So this is order of narration of this story is a little bit back and forth. So how Sanjay knows about all those things, we will come to and then in a little bit later. Okay, so he asks Sanjay what happened. So Sanjay says, again, I know that destiny is superior and exertion is useless. I understand that evil consequences of the war will only lead to ruin, but still I'm unable to restrain my sons. So who is addicted to gambling and decide, and he thinks those are the wisdom and those are the great things. Again, understanding everything, I am not able to secure my own welfare. My understanding is capable of seeing the defects of measures, but when I approach Duryodhana, my understanding turns away. So that's my care and love for him. That's why I'm not able to stop him from doing anything. So that being the case, tell me about all the sacrifice that's going to happen. Sacrifice is here, the death that's going to happen in Kurukshetra. Tell me all those things. Sanjay says that this question, whatever you have asked, is worthy of you, but you should not impute entire fault on Duryodhana only. So it is not Duryodhana's only fault, because I'll speak to you everything and clearly. The person who again comes by evil in consequence of his own misconduct should not blame either time or devatas or anybody else for his own mistakes, his own misconduct. Okay, if something evil happens because of your own misconduct, you should not blame somebody else. So we normally, whenever things go, we say, why God is doing like this to me, right? So it is not God's problem, given problem. It is our karma, what we are going to go through, right? So that's what Sanjay also says here. We should not, you should not put the fault on Duryodhana alone here. So whatever those actions that he has done, that he has to suffer. So again, listen to me fully. What happened there in the slaughter that's about to take place in the battlefield. So hearing this, again, you come to the conclusion, whatever that that need to be, you need to conclude. Again, man is never the agent of his actions, whether it is right or wrong. Indeed, he is like a wooden machine. Man is not an agent of all the things he does, because some of those things is desired outcomes are predefined. So it's going to happen. Again, some people in this say that everything that happens because it is what in our prarabdha, what's ordained, what's been given to us, what we are going to get. That's one. But some say that our actions will result in the consequences. Some say that it's the past lives. So there are different opinions, but listen to me what I'm going to say. So Sanjay says that after Pandavas have camped on the banks of Hiranvati river, Kauravas also fixed on their camp on the other side. Duryodhana with first consults Karna, and then he consults Karna, Dushasana, and Shakuni together. Then he asks Uluka to come. Okay, he summons Uluka. Uluka is Shakuni's son. So he asks him to come, and he says that Uluka, you go to Pandava's camp and the Somakas or Srinjayas or Pancharas, you will hear all these things. So these are all Prabhakaras, all these are Panchara Drupadas tribe. Okay, they are his group of men. So you go there. So he tells Uluka, you go there. Going there, you tell Yudhishthira, when Krishna is there, tell these words of mine. So tell him, give him this message. And the message is, there is a terrible battle between Kurus and Pandavas is going to happen. It is expected from a long time. Finally, it has come. And those boastful words that Sanjaya brought me in the middle of Kurus, which you had with Vasudeva and your younger brothers, have said, the time has come to those. So if you remember, Sanjaya previously went as a messenger to Pandavas in Upaplavya, right? So, and Pandavas told them that they want peace, but they are also ready for the battle, right? So the Duryodhana remarks that all those things, threats you made at that time, the time has come for that. To achieve that, the time has come. And again, he tells Uluka that you also say these words, okay? So that you are a very virtuous person. How can you then, with all your brothers and Panchalas, Akayakas, and all the other things, set your heart upon this adharma, unrighteousness? How can you do that? How can you wish to destroy the universe when, as I think, you should be the dispeller of fears of all the creatures? You are supposed to be following the dharma, virtuous actions. How can you do this? Your actions remind me of what Prahlada previously, when his kingdom was taken away by the Devatas. What did he say? The song, the shlokas that sung by Prahlada, it reminds me of Prahlada at that time said, "You Devatas, that person whose standard of rightness always up, but whose sins are always concealed, is said to adopt the behavior of a cat in this story." Okay, so Prahlada says that you are acting like that cat in this story. Okay, so he told that to Devata, saying that Devatas, you are always supposed to be following dharma, but you took away my kingdom. Okay, so we will come to this story later in Mahabharata. Okay, after all the wars, everything is over, we come to know about Prahlada's how, again, normally Prahlada's story, we know that Hiranyakashipu, Narasimha Avatara, Vishnu Narayana comes in the form of Narasimha, he kills Hiranyakashipu, he rescues Prahlada and he blesses Prahlada, right? That's the normal story. But after that, Prahlada, he attacks Indra and takes control of heaven and everything. Okay. And then Indra, by kind of some sort of decide, so he tricks Prahlada to giving me a boon, and through that boon, he takes his control is back. Okay. So at that time, Prahlada says that you are supposed to be following righteousness, virtuous things. Okay. But you concealed your dharma and you're behaving like a cat in the story. Okay. So I will, and Duryodhana tells Uluka that tell this to Yudhishthira that you are also behaving like that cat in that story. So what is that story? That story was narrated by Narada to Dhritarashtra previously, to my father. I will tell you that. Okay, the story is the cat's stories. There was a wicked cat. Okay, once upon a time, it took its home near Ganga banks of Ganga. It took there, and after reaching that Ganga banks, it abandoned all the work. It took, started acting like a virtuous cat, like a sannyasi, like a rishi. It gave up food and everything after, in a manner that it pretending that it's purified its heart and it is very virtuous now. It is following dharma and everything, so that all the animals started coming to it and started becoming its friends. Okay. So it started saying that I am practicing virtue, I am practicing dharma. Okay. After a long time, after some time, he started saying those things. All the birds and all the creatures started trusting him. Okay. Because they started seeing that this cat is becoming very weak. He is never having any food. He's standing there and saying that I am practicing dharma, virtuous, and he stopped attacking. Okay. So eating. So everybody, all the birds and everything started trusting him. And after some more time, uh, the mice also started going to that place. So again, it's like these days, right? So if there is a Swamiji, slowly and slowly, the crowd starts builds up. So here also, near the cat, the crowd, all the birds and mice, they start arriving. And as they start arriving, again, having arrived there, they all started serving that cat. Okay, doing all the. So After some time, having again, they reaching there, they entertained uh, all the wishes that cat had, and cat said that I'm very weak at this time, but I need to go to Ganga every morning to take my holy bath. So please, can someone carry me? Okay. So then what the mice did was they started carrying this cat to Ganga, and this cat, after some time, what it started doing was eating one mouse after another. Every day, it started eating one slowly and slowly. As those one after mouse come and started telling all their problems and everything, because he is a rishi now, right? So this cat is a rishi. So you see these days sannyasis as well, some of the frauds that's living there and doing all these sinful things. So it's like that, this cat also, it's all the as the mouse one after another started going there, and a mouse comes and it says, I have this problem, or I'm like this, or what do I do, and all those things. Cat swallows it. Okay. So after some time, it started becoming a little bit bigger and bigger, fatter and fatter. Okay. And the mice also, they notice that their numbers are reducing day by day, and cat is becoming stronger and bigger, fatter, and things like. So after some time, there is a mouse named Dindika. It said, uh, our uncle, so they call this fat as our cat as our their uncle. So uncle is becoming very fat every day, big every day, and our numbers are reducing. So there must be something wrong. So I will go. So you all go to the riverside. I will follow you. I will accompany our uncle. Okay, our cat. So all the other mice said, excellent, excellent. And they all started watching this Dindika going with the cat to Ganga to help the cat in its daily bath and everything. Goes there. And after some time, they noticed that the rest of the mice noticed that Dindika did not come back. Okay. And they waited. Dindika did not come back. And their uncle came back, and he came back. So then there was a very old mouse called Kilika. It said that cat is now eating everybody, and we can see that in its excreta, we can see that all the fur and everything, we can see that. Okay, so he is eating one of us every day. So let's run now. So all of those mice ran away, and the birds and everyone, all the things, realized how this cat is wicked. Okay, so Duryodhana sends the message saying, you are also behaving like that cat, that practice of that you're also your virtuous things, whatever dharma you are following, Yudhishthira, that's also just like that cat. You behave towards your kinmen, your family, and everybody. You're after just like that cat does. You speak like a one who is very virtuous and following all the dharma and everything, but you are trying to kill everybody and acquiring the earth by the means of strength of your arms. Make gift that to brahmanas, not by like this. So if you are really strong, come and have this battle, then win it. Even you asked for a 5 villages, even that was rejected by us, because how could we bring about a battle? How could we succeed in angering the Pandavas? That's all I was thinking. Okay, because see, there is two things Duryodhana conveys here. Okay, one is deep down he was expecting Yudhishthira not to come to battle. Okay, because Yudhishthira is virtuous. All the trouble he did to Duryodhana, Yudhishthira from childhood, Yudhishthira did not do any harm to him, right? And he stopped Bhima, Arjuna also doing anything to them, Duryodhana and Kauravas. So he was kind of expecting Yudhishthira, if we don't give you kingdom back, Yudhishthira to walk away. That's one thing. Now he realized that Yudhishthira is not like he's come here, so he's challenging him to come to him. And also he says that now that you are also, I wanted to make you anger again. Okay, just like I've been harassing you all along. When you ask for 5 villages, I want to see what you are going to do next. Okay, so that's why I did not give that kingdom as well, that 5 villages as well. So remembering that it was that Vidura who helped you get out of that lac house that was burnt. So if you remember in the Adi Parva, in Varnavarat, when Pandavas were staying, Duryodhana burnt that house, right? And Pandavas escaped through a tunnel. So remembering all that, and also at the time when Krishna leaving Upaplavya for the Kurus, you had communicated the message that I am prepared for war and peace. Now the time has come for the war battle. So prepare that. So I have made all the preparation with that battle in the view. What Kshatriya does is the battle. So come and obtain your kingdom, making your weapons again. You have obtained weapons from Drona and Krupa. Why you are relying on Krishna for your help? So come and have this battle. Again, he further tells Uluka that you must also tell this to Krishna that in presence of Pandavas, you say this message from me to Krishna that for your own sake and for the sake of the Pandavas, you come and have a battle with me because you assumed various forms and created illusions in the Kuru assembly, trying to scare us. But those illusions is not going to work in the battlefield. So come and display your strength. You always say that that you are going to kill Dhritarashtra's sons and you are going to give the kingdom to Pandavas. So now the time has come. Do that and show me your strength, what you can do. If you are a man, you show me that you can do all those things. And without, again, he inserts Krishna with all the horrible things, saying that you are not a man enough to fight, have this battle. You were a slave of Kamsa himself. So that's why you, if you are again really brave enough, come and have this battle. Again, the next message he tells through Uluka is to Bhima. Again, says that you were a cook in Virata's place. The battlefield is not like a cooking something or tasting some food. So fight now, be a man, not a cook. So, and you are going to die with my mace. When I stuck in that on you, you are going to die. And at that time, you are going to suffer. And similarly, tell the message to Nakula and Sahadeva as well, saying you've been waiting for Dhritarashtra for so long, and you saw everything that you've been waiting for Yudhishthira's words for so long. Now recall all the suffering that happened to Draupadi. So recalling all that, come and fight with me. And also you tell the Sahadeva that it is time to show your power, come and battle. And finally, also tell the message to Drupada, Virat, and everybody. Again, Duryodhana here sends all the insulting messages to everyone, the Pandavas had one after another. And similarly to Drishtadyumna as well. You have come here to, you have taken birth to kill Drona. Now, if you are possible, if you think you can, come and achieve that success. And then tell that to Shikandini as well. Shikandin was, again, you are born to kill, you have a long, knowing you, when you come to the battlefield, Bhishma will not fight against you thinking that you are a female, but show your strength, and if you are brave, face Bhishma and kill Bhishma. So again, finally, he tells that, I tell this to Arjuna, that you think that you're very strong. Again, insults Arjuna very much in all type of languages, displaying again your if you are really affectionate of Draupadi, be a man and show your strength and courage and manliness and all those things. And if you have any anger, come and fight with me. Face the battle. Your strength is going to remain only till you face Karna. So Duryodhana again says that you, that's why show your manliness. You have won. You were won in this that dice game. All of you were won by me, but Krishna saved you in that Draupadi. That is Krishna. Draupadi saved you in that assembly. So now, remembering all that and all the suffering you had to go through in Virata's place in the forest for 12 years, remembering all that, come and prepare now. Show me your strength. Again, display your anger in such a way that all that harsh words that said to you and your brothers, that is, you can show your anger because of all those harsh words. You were again living there as a in Virata's place. You were living there as a woman, and so show me all those things. Strength. So you are not a man at all. So Duryodhana insults Arjuna more and more. So like this, he sends that message to Uluka. Even if all the thousands of Arjunas and Krishnas and all those people come, still nobody can face Bhishma, because Bhishma is there as a with his own, when he can die only when he wishes, so nobody can defeat him. Similarly, Drona, Bhishma, Drona, Kripa, Karna, Shalva, Shalya, Kambojas, Bradalva, Bradwala, Somadatta, son, Yusud, all these are there, right? Bhagadatta and many others there, Jayadratha and many others there on this side. So all of them are ready. It's like a ocean. Ask the Pandavas to come and die in that ocean. So he sends that message. With that, Uluka heads to Pandava's camp, and first thing he does is to, after reaching there, he goes to Yudhishthira and says that you fully are aware that I am an envoy. I'm just a messenger. So whatever the words I'm going to say, don't get angry with those words. And Yudhishthira assures him that you don't have to fear it. So tell what Yudhishthira Duryodhana has sent. So said. So then Uluka starts narrating that in the font. First, he again narrates everything that he said about Yudhishthira. So you are again his challenges with Yudhishthira's dharma, his manliness, and you are at Virata's service for 12 years and you are banished and all those things. So if any anger in you, if you are in manliness, come and fight. Again, Bhima, same thing. You said that you are going to drink Dushasana's blood. Your weapons, if your weapons are ready, come and have that battle. The Kurukshetra field is ready. Tomorrow, come and have that battle and drink that. And similarly, he tells Arjuna all the things that Duryodhana has sent, and scares him that once Karna comes, he will not be able to face. So again, he also describes all the strength of all the people that assembled on the Kuru's side, who are all the warriors and brave people that there on that side. And he also tells Yudhishthira again that you have to fight without bragging, and Arjuna as well. You talk too much. Now is the time for battle. Tomorrow, come and face us, everybody. And with Vasudeva as your ally, come there. So after 13 years suffering, come there. Where was your Gandiva? He again insults more and more insults thrown at Arjuna, Bhima, Nakula, Sahadeva, Virata, Drona, Drupada, everybody that assembled there, and even Krishna. So all those things, Uluka narrates all the message that he got from Duryodhana. So hearing this, Arjuna becomes very angry. Bhima also becomes very angry. And from Arjuna, because of his anger, his head sweat starts pouring from his face. And looking at that, all the kings, everybody stand up. And Uluka again says that I'm here only messenger. Don't do anything. And saying this, Bhima starts telling him that you have said the words which Duryodhana has said, and you are provoking us with your words. Then Bhima also says that I will tell you what Duryodhana is going to face. So, indeed, it is my vow that to kill Dushasana and everybody. So, I have made this vow to kill all of you, Duryodhana, and all your brothers. So, do not entertain any doubt in that. The vow I have made, even anything that might happen, even suddenly entire oceans may transgress and flood, or the mountains may split, or whatever that may happen. But my vow, whatever I made, that I will accomplish. Similarly, I also vow that any Kshatriya that's coming towards me, when I go and try to kill you and your brothers, they will be sent to Yamasadav. They will be killed as well by me. And hearing this, Bhima, again, Sahadeva becomes very angry as well. In that anger, he says that slaying, I will kill you first, and then I will kill Shakuni after that. So Shasudeva makes a vow that he will kill Uluka first, and then he will kill Shakuni afterwards. Then again, looking at them, Bhima and Sahadeva, Arjuna smilingly tells Bhima that you will definitely accomplish all those things what you said. And Uluka again does not deserve to be harshly addressed by you like this. So he is just a messenger. What fault is his own is there? So again, look here. So among Pandavas, Arjuna is again very controlled. Okay, so he is very thoughtful. Even though he has been insulted and he's angry, he controls his anger. So again, Bhima, everyone looks at Arjuna again. So he again says that the words you have uttered, whatever the words you have said, sinful words, though Tirutharan, again Vasudeva and everybody, especially myself, all those things, hearing them, we have been filled with anger. But again, but Vasudeva and we will come to the battle tomorrow, and I will now tell you what you should tell the Kauravas. Okay, when tomorrow comes, no, it's the battle will happen and we will fight. And Yudhishthira also says that I'm not going to send you empty-handed, because no king should accept the insults patiently and do not respond. So I will send you my message as well to Duryodhana. Take that message to Duryodhana. Whatever I'm going to say, take that to Duryodhana. And Yudhishthira again says that I have told you all those things. Duryodhana, he sends a message that I have tried everything, but you did not do. Again, you because of you are calling us for this battle, it will happen. And yeah, in our race, all the people were respected, but you have come there. And the one who you are depending on Bhishma and putting him in front of the battlefield, you are trying to win. So you are hiding behind Bhishma. Okay. So if you are brave, come and fight on your own one-on-one. So Yudhishthira sends that message. What happens after that, we will look at in next time.